Hiya guys. So I feel proud and privileged to have finally met David from the Britpop Buzz after following his channel for over a year now. And we explored uncharted territory, speaking about the transition that's shoegazing made into Britpop. We know that the baggy / Manchester scene, that transition from that to Britpop has been touched upon a lot of times. So like James and Spiral Carpets, the Charlatans, the Stone Roses, and how that led to Britpop. And I think James and the Charlatans were probably the most. They were the bands that did the best transition probably to Britpop, because they were still really relevant in the mid to late 90s. So but this is about the shoegazing transition into Britpop, and two albums that I forgot to mention in this video is Blur Leisure. The song Sing is like 100% shoegazing. Graham Coxon doing his best My Bloody Valentine impression. I think Coxon, Ed O'Brien, Johnny Greenwood, and Nick McCabe, they all came from that shoegazing school and brought it into the Britpop scene. Also Lush Split, which I see as being like the last big hurrah for shoegazing. What a brilliant jewel case, by the way, as well. And also one thing I forgot, it was my Ride box set. This is from like 2001. It's got like a Live at Reading CD, I mean. The Live at Reading CD, and it's got like a best of, and it's got Fire in Blanks, which is like demos and unreleased material. And yeah, if it wasn't for the Britpop Buzz, I wouldn't have found out about this neat collection of Curve's original material from 91 until 93. So I already had the stuff, but this is all put into a neat package. So yeah, without further ado, here's my meeting with David from the Britpop Buzz, and we hope to collaborate again. So cheers.
Morning, Sam.
Hey, morning. Yeah, sorry about all of that.
No, it's okay. No worries. You all right?
Yeah, yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Cheers. I'm enjoying the summer. So, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a bit of sunshine.
Went to watch my football team last night. Yeah. Went to see Plymouth Argyle last night. That's my team.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah, we won. It was a cup match, so it's the league, isn't it? That's the main thing.
Nice. Yeah.
Are you a Scunthorpe fan? Are you?
No, I don't really follow football so much now. I used to follow, like, when I was a kid, Liverpool and Scunthorpe and stuff, but now as I've got older, it's just sort of dwindled away. It's not, my children aren't interested in it at all, so don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Scunthorpe don't do very well. They keep going bankrupt every other year, so it's like,
yeah,
they don't bring anything new into the town, so
yeah. Anyway, that's I want to say, yeah, I like your channel. I think it's great stuff.
No, I appreciate that, Sam. And I've watched your channel, and like I've seen your posts online and stuff, and you doing great things yourself. And I appreciate you saying them kind words and stuff. I mean, it was at one point I was doing a video a week, and it was non-stop, and then I got a new job like end of last year, and that sort of took priority a bit, and it wore me down a bit, to be honest with you. But now I've got on top of that, I'm gonna get back into things and start getting some more stuff out. So yeah,
that'd be great to see. Yeah,
and now's a perfect opportunity, to be honest with you, because I work in a school, so I'm currently off work for another 3 weeks. So
ideal.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say, Sam, I don't pay for the pro version. I only have the free 40 minutes. So
yeah, same. I got that.
I refuse to pay. So
that's all right. All right. Yeah, better get on with it then.
Yeah. So
all right. So I guess we're going to talk about. Well, we can talk about some of my box sets, some of my stuff, my awesome collection. I mean, I'm more of a CD collector like you, but I have got lots of vinyl as well that I've picked up from the local store.
Yeah, that
Um,
sounds cool. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions as well about shoegaze and stuff. So, yeah.
yeah, and also like look at the timeline, like how the shoegaze and baggy kind of went into Britpop.
Yeah, that sounds great. I love that. I'd love to talk about that.
Yeah, sort of like try and determine what the defining album is. That kind of, that was the crossover.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, so well, I'll show you some. Like these are like must-have CDs that I got. Like a Daydream, which is a collection from 2006. 16 songs on there. You get everything from Rides, Chapter House, Swerve Driver, Slow Dive, Lush, Catherine Wheel, all the way down to Spiritualized. So that's a good CD for a beginner, a starter pack.
Yeah, you told me that when I asked you a couple of months ago about a CD compilation, and then you said it was like £5. Then I went looking for it, and I couldn't find one for under £12. I was like, oh, I'm not in the mood to buy that now. I was like,
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But there's also Still in the Dream, which is, I always say this is more the definitive CD collection. You get 5 discs on there. You get American stuff on there as well. So a lot of the bands that kind of continued it on, sort of when Britpop started, you got a lot of American bands kind of carrying the torch kind of thing. Still with crazy guitars and big wall of sound, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely get this. Definitely recommend. You can see the inside. Yeah, you get that. You get like a book as well.
Very nice.
Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, so you get like a forward in there as well, like somebody saying about the scene and what they thought of it,
Yeah. Looks
And
really
there's
good.
like
I've just wrote that down. So yeah, nice one. Yeah.
Yep. So I've got Rides. I got this fanzine from like an old school fanzine, but from 2015. This was their reunion. I saw them at the Roundhouse in London, which was like their 3rd ever gig back. With really great gig, really great. Andy Bell was there, and because I was massively into Oasis at first, so that's how I gravitated towards Ride through Andy Bell, and it was actually Ride who they were like the gateway band for the shoegazing thing. So I was originally into Britpop like you, but then I kind of, I don't know, I guess I'm a guitar player myself, and I decided the 2010s was a bit more of a shoegaze revival than the Britpop one, so I naturally gravitated towards that, and plus I was quite a shy kid as well as a teenager, so I think the shoegaze thing sort of suited my personality a bit more than the Britpop thing.
Yeah.
Rather than the lads down the pub kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is more about just sinking into your own world kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Chapter House box set. This is one that was on your channel, I think.
Well, I asked for it for Christmas and I didn't get it, and I haven't got it yet. But yeah,
all of the CDs have fallen out.
that's
yeah, fell on its side and it's all bloody in pieces here.
oh,
So yeah, Whirlpool, and that obviously the main album. You get remixes and it's like stuff like unreleased stuff from like the mid-90s when they went into more of like a dance pop kind of direction, a bit more like it went into like Backstreet Boys, like Take That with drum machines, basically.
Really, I've not listened to much after this. Was that after the second album, or was because I've listened to bits of the second album, but
after that's the Blood Music album. Yeah, Blood Music with that was already kind of going towards pop already. It was electronic as well. But you can tell it's a band of confusion. Like all the different members want to go in different directions because the songs just sound like a part of confusion. I wouldn't recommend Blood Music too much, really. I went, where is it here?
No, I don't.
It's here, isn't it? Here it is. Yeah, that's the second one.
Yeah, it's not a patch on the first. No, Whirlpool's banger is top album. Yeah.
Like Breather. I even named my first band after that song.
Yeah. Well, I got into Chapter House through Mesmerize, but once I'd heard Breather and the rest of the album, I was like, it's better that Mesmerize is just that one-off single, but Breather's amazing. It's an amazing
Yeah,
song.
Pearl is like the perfect balance between baggy and shoegazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like Telescopes as well, another band that did the whole baggy shoegazing thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
you
very
know
true. Yeah, the Telescopes did do that sort of mix up of both sort of styles at the time. Yeah, trying to find that balance of and the right audience to. Yeah, it was. I feel at that time in the early 90s in the UK there were so many different indie like subgenres. You had shoegaze, grebo. You had indie like the Sundays, and you also had baggy sort of going on at the same time, fighting for contention and on different audiences.
Yeah, and yeah, Lush. This is the chorus box set. This is their whole discography. This cost me quite a lot on eBay.
I was about to say that's expensive.
Yeah.
That is expensive.
Yeah, I took the plunge because I'm such a big fan. I met Mickey a couple of times now. A beautiful woman she is.
Oh,
So
nice.
she hasn't got the red hair anymore.
I started reading a book about 3 weeks ago, so yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah,
They,
that's a
they came
paycheck
they,
itself.
they came back with an EP in 2016 called Blind Spots, which was like 4 tracks. But that's not featured on here.
Oh, right. And
But
did that come out after that?
It came out, yeah, and they did a reunion. I saw them in Manchester on their last ever gig. So I was very lucky to catch them. I saw their last ever gig. Yeah. And they did an EP and then it all just fell apart. You know, they probably wanted to do an album, but apparently it was like an argument between, I think, Mickey and Emma. There was something going on there.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I got like Radiohead DVD there, live for the Astoria. So that's between Pablo Honey and the Bends, and it's them kind of like punk rockish. You know, they're still quite punk rock at this stage. They're not like they're not the full-on art rock kind of thing that they're gonna be known for.
All right.
But they play a lot of the Bends on it, even before, like a year before it came out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get like Just and Fake Plastic Trees and My Iron
I've
Lung
seen
and
that
stuff.
before. Never seen that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, it's on YouTube as well.
is it?
I mean, everything's on YouTube. Let's be honest.
And what's it called?
Live at the Astoria, which is the venue in London, 1994. I mean, I like the camera work in it. It's a bit like the live ride ones I've got. You know, everything's all like professionally set up. You know, good zoom ins and stuff. Yeah, this is one of your favorites, isn't it, Catherine Wheel?
Yeah, I like Catherine Wheel a lot. Great band. Black Metallic, Chrome. Their second album is spot on. Love it. Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, I got the first 2 Ride albums in like a special book kind of format where you get like a live DVD with it, and it's, you know, pictures and stuff in there.
Ah, yeah. Did they come out last year?
No, I think this was 2012. This was like 20th anniversary. So you get the story, all of the stories from the band members, but then you get Live at Brixton DVD, which is that's another big hitter on YouTube. It's got like 200k views or something, and I think that was like that was one of the first things that got me into the shoegazing thing. Just that live gig on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you can get it in high definition DVD on this.
Right, I'm
So
going to
that's
look
great.
for that then.
And then I've got a Nowhere version as well, which I might have left over there actually. I don't know if I can get to it from here. But yeah, there's a Nowhere one where they do like a live in 1991 gig as well, which is really good. And it's like it's filmed like with the kind of gritty style and stuff. if that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, yeah.
Grainy kind of style. That's the
Yeah.
word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Obviously nowhere. And so yeah, I mean, going blank again, obviously, I mean, for me, that's the first signs of shoegazing going Britpop for me.
Yeah.
This is the first signs of it really changing, you know.
Yeah.
Twisterella, Time of Her Time, and Judy Smiles, songs like that are like really Britpoppy, aren't they? You can tell they've been
Yeah.
listening to Leisure by Blur and stuff. And
I have to agree with you there because everyone always goes back to Leave It All Behind off that album. If anyone picks a song off the album, they often pick Leave It All Behind before. But if you listen to the other tracks, yeah, it's not as shoegazy as the earlier work.
yeah, definitely that.
If you want to stick with Ride, let's go with Ride. The next Carnival of Light is like a full change in direction for them because it's. I feel is a transitional Britpoppy album for them, and if they'd have carried on, they'd have probably gone on till the end of the decade.
Yeah, yeah. Sad how it ended, really. Just the egos at play between Mark and Andy, and
Yeah.
that Tarantula album's no good, is it?
No, it's not. They shouldn't have bothered.
And yeah, so we're kind of delving into the bit of the video where album that kind of shows how shoegazing is going into Britpop, and definitely this one, Adorable, which I've got signed by all the members when I saw them on their last gig.
Nice.
Against Perfection by Adorable. I think this one's a landmark album for the change in style.
Yeah.
You know, they had a single called Sunshine Smile, which isn't on this, unfortunately. It was like a single before. And, you know, it's got all the hallmarks of a Britpop band. It's like a Stone Roses kind of riff that starts it. But then you still get the kind of reverb and distortion as well in the song. So it's a really good hybrid of the two styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys were from Coventry. Are you aware of them?
Yes, I'm aware of them. I've listened to a few tracks of theirs on different compilations I have. I don't actually have that album, but I have got several songs on different compilations.
Yeah, they were on Creation Records. So yeah, basically, you know, the whole shoegazing thing, it's 4AD, isn't it? Mixed with Creation Records.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. That's what kind of fuses it together. It's kind of the gothic etherealness of 4AD mixed with the punk and psychedelia of Creation Records.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go with that. Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, is there anything you want to ask before I just keep rattling on?
Well, you've sort of answered one of my questions already. I wanted to ask you what got you into shoegaze and everything, but you've answered that already, just talking about your favorite albums and your box sets and stuff. But no, I wanted to talk about different bands, like you said, that have transitioned from shoegazing to Britpop. And one thing I wanted to say was, who do you think did it best? Who succeeded whereas others failed?
I think if you want like a pure the shoegazing sound, I think Slow Dive were the ones that kind of stuck in that same gear, didn't they? So
yeah,
if you want more of the same thing, then it's probably them. You know, especially when you think about after the reunions they did, and they still kind of maintain the same style. But I don't know, it's up for debate, doesn't it? I mean, it depends who you kind of like, and I mean, I think Rise, they brought the energy and they brought the kind of you know, variety, I think, in the music. But I think Curve, they're amazing to listen to.
yeah, I like Curve. When I think about it, the big two for me, that's the Verve and the Boo Radleys. They were there in that shoegaze period and changed the sound, and they sort of, the Boo Radleys had a peak around 95, 96, whereas the Verve went massive tail end of the 90s with Urban Hymns. They were all over the world, and they really succeeded once they'd come out of that early 90s shoegaze period. Yeah.
So yeah, you were saying about the Verve and the Boo Radleys doing it the best.
Yeah.
I think in general, I think if you're a music fan, you know, you're not kind of delving into the scene I think historically, yeah, you're going to look at those bands, aren't you, and say they obviously crossed a lot of styles, and yeah, they're going to be the ones remembered. Unfortunately, I mean, well, not unfortunately, but it's just a shame for the other bands of the scene that they might be forgotten.
Yeah, because do you think
Yeah.
when you think about Lush, I've been since we've been arranging this, I've been thinking about Lush past couple of days. They seem to become really famous really quick, and were one of the biggest shoegaze bands. They went on that Lollapalooza tour in America. They did loads of stuff, and then as soon as they changed and brought out Love Life in '95, there just wasn't as they weren't as famous, and it sort of they was already famous, whereas the Verve and Boo Radleys weren't that famous before. Sort of the opposite, and it didn't help them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, some shoegaze bands just definitely crashed and burned when they try to come more forward, as I put it. I always say that, you know, instead of hiding behind this wall of sound and reverb and trying to be ethereal, when they try and come forward with attitude, and they kind of, it didn't really work, did it? I mean, you got that was like "Come On Kids" by Boo Radley's, like it's just a bit of a cringe kind of Oasis rip-off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all tried that. Even like Rides with their like soft voices, you can tell that Mark Gardner's trying to put on some kind of snarl, you know, like some Liam snarl in Tarantula, you know. Yeah. It doesn't really work for them. But for me, I think the Verve were always, you know, I think they were always kind of in their own lane anyway, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Urban Hymns box set is amazing.
Wow, that's a big box set.
Yeah, you might have seen on my profile on Facebook. I got the whole collection now of the Verve box sets. I just completed the collection.
Wow.
Storm in Heaven, Northern Soul. Yeah.
They're very nice. They look like
yeah, beautiful
DVD box sets, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, they've got, I think, yeah, Hey Hall's got a DVD. The Urban Hymns box set, I mean, it's got the Hey Hall one, which is the Wiggins Homecoming gig in '98. And then Verve, the Storm in Heaven's got like B-sides and live performances.
Cool.
Yeah.
Were they just on Amazon, or are they
yeah, eBay, I think, as well. I know Amazon it was, yeah. It was Amazon.
I liked the chrome on that box set, the shiny chrome effect. I've seen posters on eBay I've seen posters on eBay with a similar chrome effect of the band for the Verve, and that looks really good. But
yeah. So yeah, something that's straight up Britpop that I've got is I got this book while we were getting high, which is all photography.
Yeah, I ain't got that yet. I've got the accompanying CD box set. I ain't got that.
There's the Boo Radleys there, look. So that's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to try and get that?
Yeah, I'm gone now. Yeah.
And plus I've got where a lot of my knowledge comes from is these books here. Creation Records story. Massive Bible of a book. Yeah, this is massive. By? David Cavanagh. Who I think he's done quite a lot of good books. But yeah, you definitely want this. This is basically a Bible of 80s and 90s indie.
Because Alan McGee's got a new book went out this year, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've got it on pre-order. I think it's coming out next month.
Yeah.
And then I've got this is the 2014 one that he wrote, Creation Stories.
Yes.
This is the one that dodgy film was made after. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen
it. Film?
I haven't seen it.
You don't want to. You don't want to. As proper music fans like ourselves, you won't like it because it misses out on so much history.
Does it?
Right. Yeah, it kind of just starts with the Mary Chain and it just jumps straight to Oasis. It's like let's ignore everything else in the middle.
That's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, it's more, it's more like based on just him as a person rather than actually giving a good oversight of the whole label. So
Ah,
it goes
right.
on about his like relationships and his, what's happening in his life and stuff.
Yeah. Ah,
Um, so yeah, those books, you want to get them. Yeah, there's that Mickey book there that.
yeah. Ah, yeah. I've started reading that a few weeks ago, so it's good. Very good.
Yeah, so that's probably all the that's probably the best of what I've got. Is there anything you want to ask me then, Dave?
No, well, that's a very good collection, Sam. And now I was going to say, you sort of mentioned it earlier. If you was a newcomer to shoegaze and you was wanting to get sort of heard because it's sort of become a big thing on TikTok this past year or so, and you heard bits of it, what would you recommend? You sort of answered it already. Was there a top couple of albums you'd say, oh, go out and find these first, or
What, from the modern crowd or just any time period?
well, from the original time if you want, back in the early 90s, and then
Yeah.
if any modern shoegaze bands you'd recommend.
Well, obviously you get Ride still kicking around. They did an Interplay album, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna see them live next month down in Falmouth. That should be a good gig. Um, I would say that yeah, Swerve Driver. They still put out good things after their reunion.
yeah, I
Couple,
didn't realize they got back together till very recently. Yeah,
yeah, it was a 2015 one they did called "I Wasn't Born to Lose You." I thought that was more shoegazing than the stuff they did back in the 90s, because I think a lot of their 90s stuff, they were more in the grunge they were more in the grunge realm with Dinosaur Jr. and Sonic Youth, that kind of thing.
yeah,
They're like an English band trying to be American in the 90s, but I think there's a lot more kind of psychedelia and stuff with the 2015 re-release. A lot
yeah,
more trippiness, a lot more kind of laid back vocal approach and that. One modern band I would recommend is Ariel.
right.
And they're from Chicago. But even they stretch back to like the late 90s, like 97
Oh,
or something. But they didn't put out their first album until about 2004, and then they did another one 2007, and 2017 as well. But people classify them as more of a modern band still, even though they've been around for like 25 years. But I would still say that, yeah, I would say, they're like really pure, everything's like bombastic with the guitar sounds are super ambient, and, you can tell that they're using modern technology to enhance the genre.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And that's
To
always,
make it as wild as it can be.
yeah, that's sort of the benefit of doing it now, I suppose, compared to 20 plus
Yeah.
years ago, 30 years ago. You've got modern technology that can just amplify everything to what you want it to be.
Mm. But I still think there's a lot of skill. I mean, well, I think if you see these bands live, that determines who's talented and who's just using plugins on their
Yeah,
computer.
definitely. You've still got the 20 pedals on the floor.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting genre, isn't it? I mean, if it is a genre at all, But I mean, it's like Britpop, isn't it? That's not really.
No, it's not a genre.
That's not defined, is it? Really?
No, it's not. No, not at all.
Yeah.
So, Sam, give me your top three shoegaze bands. What are your top three?
So we'll have to be Ride, and I'll say get this band Kitchens of Distinction that they've definitely crept in there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think their first two albums are absolutely brilliant, which is Strange Free World and The Death of Cool.
Yeah. Oh,
And
what's the one song that I like of theirs a lot? I don't know what it is.
yeah, what my third choice? Probably Ariel, who I just mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
But I mean,
Nice.
if you do a top five, probably Curve and Slow Dive would be in there as well.
Yeah. Slow
Like,
Dive. Good.
Curve are super underrated, aren't they? Because I think there wouldn't be any the band Garbage. I don't think they would exist without them.
That's very true. Yeah, there was like a precursor to Garbage. Yeah, very
Yeah.
true. They're at the album Doppelganger. Did you know, just one second, I've had the running out of time pop up here in the middle of the screen. Did you know, oh, what's the lead singer's name of Curve? I've got off the top of my head.
Tony Halliday.
That's it. Did you know that she was in another band after Curve called Scylla?
No, but I knew she guested on a Left Field track.
Ah, right.
She did some like EDM kind of stuff, big beat stuff.
Ah, I've got an unreleased bunch of songs from that band she was in. I'll send you that in an email. I'll send you that song. Got that.
Okay, yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, thanks.
No worries. Yeah. I don't know how I come across that.
Did we say about the Boo Radleys? To show you the learning to walk thing. Where's it gone now? I'm looking for that CD, Learning to Walk. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you want to get this for the best of the Boo Radleys early period. You want to get this because it comprises of I think it's 3 EPs, like Every Heaven EP and the Boo Up EP. And I think all of this is the shoegazing classic stuff.
Right,
you know, I think if you show this to the people who only know the "Wake Up, It's a Beautiful Morning" song, Wake Up, Boo. If you show this to those people who only know that, they'll be in for a shock, definitely.
Yeah, that's overplayed to death. I turn the radio off when that comes on.
Yeah, they're back as well, aren't they? Of course.
Yeah, they are.
Martin Carr.
Yeah.
He's one of the best songwriters of the 90s, I think.
Yeah.
I like that King Size song. That was a good Britpop tune.
It was very good. You don't hear it very often because they're overshadowed by that one song, but yeah.
Yeah. But they are back, and I do hope to catch them live.
Yeah, they have released a couple of albums over the past couple of years, so they're doing all right for themselves, keeping themselves going. Do you have any questions for me at all, Sam, or anything before time runs out or anything?
Not really, but I would say, I think what you do is great, and I hope you continue what you're doing. I think it's great. I'm really surprised there isn't more Britpop kind of channels.
Have you seen the Stupid and Contagious one? That's all right. That's doing okay.
No.
Check that out on YouTube. That's done all right.
Yeah, I mean, I like Rick Beato. He's like the big mainstream music guy. And you get people like, who's the other guys? Sea of Tranquility is another one, but yeah, there's a couple more shoegazer channels actually. There's a German guy in Berlin, simply called Shoegazer, and there's Pedal Partners, which is some guy in Oxford.
Oh,
they've got way more subs than me. They're like, they're on like 30, 40K, those guys.
Are they?
Yeah.
Which I have 40K.
Well, yeah, us two deserve a bit more, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Right, well, it was nice to chat with you, Sam, and I know it's taken a long time and several months, but yeah, it was great to finally catch up with you in person. Well, not in person, but face to face on screen.
Yeah. Same to you. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, and I thought, yeah, this is the guy to talk to.
Yeah,
because I think a lot of people in the shoegaze community, or whatever you want to call it, they like to separate Britpop and shoegaze, but it's really good to see how they join together. And this is like territory that not many fans actually delve upon.
No, and
people always go on about Baggy, don't they? They always think about the Liars and the Stone Roses debut album, but I think Ride Going Blank Again and Adorable Against Perfection, they should be mentioned in the whole timeline.
They should be, and
yeah, Ride especially.
Box set coming out by Cherry Red Records, and I can't remember the listing of the tracks on it, but I don't really think Adorable are on it. it's like it's called Baggy to Britpop. There's no shoegaze on here at all.
Oh yeah, I remember I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah, which
yeah.
is a shame because
Oh,
I
yeah, bit
feel
shame.
more. Yeah, definitely. Mm. And I must say, Sam, I started at this channel and the Instagram and everything because I was into Britpop and everything. But since then, my horizons have broadened so much to the whole 90s from 89 to 99. I listened to so much. It's the stuff that people don't know exists is there to be found. Yeah, it's
Oh
amazing.
yeah, I discovered so much. You know, just random bands like Tiger
Yeah,
and
Tiger.
Rialto as well. You know, I discovered them through you.
Rialto were a mate. I love Rialto, and I really hope that a new album comes out by them. I'd love it. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, never heard of them before you. So yeah, definitely a great benefit of your channel there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Right.
yeah, like I noticed you broaden your horizons as soon as you got Loveless, didn't you, by My Bloody Valentine on a collection, on like
Yes,
one of your hauls or something.
I did. Yeah.
And I thought,
Yeah.
well, here we go, here we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I'll put that on in the car today and see what people think as I'm buying the window down.
Probably think your CD's warped or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right, nice one, Dave.
All right, Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and maybe do another one of these in the future.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'll bring some of my box sets on and we'll have a chat, go through some of them
Yeah,
next
sure.
time. Yeah?
That'd be awesome. Yeah, it'd be great to see. Yeah.
Cool. All right, Sam, nice to chat with you. And
Yeah, and thank you for letting me do the dual video thing.
no,
You
it's
know,
fine, no
have it
problem.
on
Yeah.
my channel. Yeah, I'll give it a different intro and stuff like that, so
Yeah. Cool.
that will differentiate it a bit.
Nice.
All right, cheers, mate.
No, all right, Sam. Cheers.
Yeah, have a good day.
Yeah,
Bye.
you too. Bye.